All right, quick walk around. As you can see, it's a very, very nice style vehicle with the ambient lighting there on the back. There's the motor, center stand. You got your hydraulic brakes, serrated and cut rotors. The ambient Yadia Ziggy sign right here, and you got a LED strip down here as well. Flimsy turn signals, and not flimsy as a bad word, but flimsy as in if you ever do go down, they're not going to break on you. To access the battery, pop the trunk open like that, pull this up, and there's the master fuse switch I was talking about right there. You just flick it on and off. Alright guys, we're riding in silence today. Here we have the Ziggy G5. It's going to be completely all electric. Top speed up to about 38 to 40 miles an hour, depending on the rider's size and weight and the conditions of where you're going. As you can see, we're at an 82% charge, going 36 miles an hour. Obviously, the more charged it is, the faster it's going to go. Now, the biggest difference on these things compared to your actual typical gas scooter or moped is obviously number one is going to be noise. It's pretty much completely silent besides the wind noise that we have here. You got a little bit of an electrical whine, which is normal. It's just the motor turning. And the instant power delivery, that's going to be the biggest thing that we're going to find on these vehicles versus the gas ones. They have instant power delivery. There is a RPM range for gas vehicles, either 4-stroke or 2-stroke. They'll have a peak RPM where it's going to be the fastest. This vehicle, however much you want to give it, it'll give it to you. Coming in with hydraulic disc brakes up front and in the rear. We got quite a bit of stopping power here. Dual piston front brakes. Got all the bells and whistles on this vehicle. It comes stock with an alarm system that actually locks the front and rear wheel. So basically, if it tries to get pushed away, they would literally need to huck it over their back like a sack of potatoes and take that thing and put it in the back of a truck or something like that. Extremely smooth ride, soaks up the bumps very, very well. The Norfolk roads are definitely a good tester for that one. You have two different types of modes. You have an eco and a power mode. You can toggle it with this button right here. So eco is going to top you out at about 30 miles an hour and it's going to give you a little bit less of a acceleration jump. Oh, student driver, come on bro. Anyways, as you can see, eco is going to limit it to about 28 to 30 miles an hour. Now what this is going to do is just going to save on your battery. Now if we just hit the mode button, switch to power, we get a little bit of a kick. This thing is absolutely smooth as butter. Handles very well. And this vehicle comes in at about 194 pounds. So there's a lot less working on this vehicle compared to a gas moped. You really only have about 4 components. It's going to be your CPU controller, your battery, your motor, and the generator. In terms of maintenance, you don't have to worry about carburetor problems. Don't got to worry about stopping to fill up at the gas station. You literally just ride up to work, plug it into your wall at work, and when you're on your way home, you'll have a full battery. You go back home, plug it in at home. You'll never be without a means of transportation. Now the design on these batteries is the exact same design that they use for Teslas. Now it's not made by Tesla, but it is the same design that they use for the Tesla battery packs. 5.5 hours to charge from 0 all the way up to 100, but when you're going from half all the way up to 100, it's going to cut that time down drastically. And believe it or not, this thing will do a wheelie if you work it. As you can see, literally, it's instant. It just wants to go. Now it does have safety switches, like won't let me go with holding the brake, or if you put the kickstand down, it will not let you take off with the kickstand down, so that is always nice. You got your horn over here, turn signals, low beam and your high beam, your park function, as well as your mode switch. You have your ambient lighting here, and then hazards. Alright, making our way back to Fusion Cycles. Make sure to come on, check us out. Come kick tires. You don't gotta come by, just come check us out, see what we're about, see the products and the vehicles that we have here. Address is going to be 6353 Indian River Road, and the phone number to call is 757-499-5500.